to another brand new episode of Mighty Mac Weekend Review. My name's Dave Molinaro, joined as usual by my partner, Britt Merkel. Spring sports playoffs are among us, with women's lacrosse heading there this weekend, softball clinching a postseason berth, and baseball just needs one more conference win to do so.
That's right, Dave, and the baseball team is on fire as they have won 8 of their last games. They played Swarthmore this past Wednesday. Let's take a look. Already with a 3-0 lead in the 4th inning, Matt Simon picks up the first hit and an RBI of his career with a single through the left side to score pinch runner Dom Coco for a 4-0 lead. Now leading 4-1 in the 5th, Brad Michalik makes this great diving stab to his right to rob the hitter of a single. In the 7th, second baseman Pat Devaney laces this RBI double down the right field line to score Austin Stern for his second hit of the day and a 6-1 lead. Michalik puts the game away later in the inning as he gets his second hit of the day on this hard 2-run single to left field to put the Macs up 8-1. They would go on to win 9-2. On Friday, the Macs hosted Centenary, and in the bottom of the first, Coleman Richards laces a single to left to score Rick DiDomenico and Rob Wallace, who slides in safely for the 2-0 lead. Now trailing 3-2 in the 5th, Rick DiDomenico lops this single to left center field, and Jason McCormick comes around to score to tie the game 3-all. After scoring 2 more runs in the inning, Mike Lascombe lays down this perfect bunt to score Dom Fickett, who hit the go-ahead double earlier in the inning as the Macs led 6-3 through 5 innings. Rob Wallace, who became the 5th Mighty Mac in team history to reach 100 career hits, singles through the left side in the 6th to extend the advantage to 9-3. Pat Devaney provides a crucial insurance run in the 7th inning with this RBI double to right. The Macs would win Game 1 16-9 before sweeping the doubleheader against the Cyclones 5-3 and 17-6 to remain in first place in the CSAC. Mighty Macs will look to improve their winning streak to 9 games overall today against Widener before looking to lock up a playoff berth with a weekend series against Keystone.
Smaller field, bigger ball. Softball had 3 conference doubleheaders. Let's see how they did.
Mighty Mac swept Cedar Crest on Wednesday by scores of 12-7 and 11-6 before splitting with Centenary behind another 2 home run game by Britt Merkel. Love it. On Sunday, the Mighty Mac swept Notre Dame by scores of 9-1 in both games to clinch the CSAC postseason berth for the 7th consecutive year.
Here today by Anne-Marie Barteau, the freshman shortstop on the Immaculata softball team. Thanks for coming on.
No problem.
So you started 28 of 28 games at shortstop. You were a CSAC weekly honor roll. You were Mighty Mac of the Week twice. Not only leading the team, but you're leading the conference in hits and batting average. So she's been on fire so far early on in her career. As a freshman, how does it feel to be a key member of the team? Like, do you feel the pressure, or do you embrace that role?
Both. I feel the pressure, and I embrace it too. It's just a lot of fun, and I'm learning a lot as I'm going on.
And then the team did clinch the playoffs. You have a few games coming up before that. Are there any specific areas that you guys need to work on as a team before the quarterfinals?
Just hitting. Defense will come. As long as we hit, which we are, we'll be fine.
And just a quick story before we go. Last week after the softball game, me and my friend were in the car, accidentally rolled up on the curb a little bit. Something happened to my friend's bumper, and these 2 nice people see it, come over, and it ended up being her parents, and her dad's on the ground tying up the bumper. Just a great family, great girl, and I'm glad that success is coming to you early on so far.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks.
The softball team will be traveling to Ursinus on Thursday before hosting Rosemont on Saturday for their senior day, gearing up for the playoffs.
The women's lacrosse team hosted Lancaster Bible on Tuesday and Marywood on Thursday night and their senior day. Let's take a look.
The national anthem was barely over. Just 33 seconds into the game, Kelly Lapp feeds one of her 3 assists to Allison Jakovic, who scores to give the Mighty Macs the early 1-0 lead. Danielle Lopez then went to work, scoring her first of 4 goals on the day on an assist from Shannon Neal, which gave Lopez her 200th career point and a Mighty Macs 3-1 lead. Where'd the lights go? I don't know. Second half, Mighty Macs show off some impressive passing as Lab gives it up to Neal, who feeds Jakovic, cutting to the net as she scores to extend the Mighty Mac lead 7-3. Sitting on a 3-goal lead, Christine McIntyre makes the initial save and then dives to stop the ball from going into the net to keep Immaculata in front by a score of 7-4. Kelly Lapp has the ball behind the net and dishes it to Lopez for the love of elevation, gets up and puts it down. The Mighty Macs end up winning this game by a final score of 9-4 and clinch the 3rd seed in the CSAC playoffs.
Women's lacrosse team is going to host number 6 Notre Dame of Maryland on Saturday at 1 for the CSAC quarterfinals. Make sure you come out to Draper Wall Stadium and support.
And the men's lacrosse team hosted Newman this past Saturday. Here are the highlights.
The Mighty Macs got off to a great start in the game, already leading 1-0. They pass it around the top, and Brendan Doyle finds Doug Hughes on the wing to put the Macs up 2-0 in the first quarter. Brendan Doyle finishes off a great opening quarter for Immaculata as he takes a pass from Mike Reardon and rips a shot to put the Mighty Macs up 4-0 through the first. After scoring the first 8 goals of the game, Newman got one back, but Tyler Black shows off this impressive spin move and scores to put Immaculata up 9-2 at the end of the first half. Ben Lorario finished off his impressive day with his team-leading 4th goal to finish off a 17-6 win. The Macs will host Cabrini on Senior Day this Wednesday.
The Mighty Macs finished 4th in the CSAC preview and 11th at the Franklin and Marshall Invitational in their final 2 regular season tournaments. They will play the CSAC Championship this Friday and Saturday.
Women's track and field competed at the Gwinnett Mercy Invitational last Wednesday, and Kayla Rimkus won the 3,000-meter steeplechase, and the 4x800-meter relay won their event as well.
Men's track and field, Alex Felderstein and shot put and Angel Tramal Rodriguez in the 800-meter each finished 3rd. The track and field teams will compete at the Westchester Open this weekend.
Dave and myself, we want to wish the spring sports team best of luck in the playoffs.
Make sure you go on GoMightyMacs.com, get those schedules so you can go support the Mighty Macs. Also, check your emails for this week's Trivia Contest giveaway. And we have just 2 episodes left this year of Mighty Mac Week in Review, so make sure you stay tuned for them. Again, thanks for tuning in this week. My name's Dave Molinaro.
And I'm Brett Berkel.
And go Macs.